So you're an experienced forklift operator. You've pretty much mastered the machine, right? But what's the next step for your career? Well, today we're going to break down exactly how to become a certified forklift instructor, a move that can totally transform your role and your impact on the job.
Yeah, you're that person on the floor, aren't you? The go-to. You know the equipment inside and out. You get the risks, and you operate like a pro. You've got the machine down pat. The real question is, what's next?
Look, this isn't just about getting another piece of paper. This is about leveling up your entire role. You're going to go from being a skilled operator to a true leader, the person who mentors the new folks and really shapes the safety culture for the whole workplace. But before we jump into the how, it's absolutely critical we understand the why. Because the value of a great instructor is tied directly to how high the stakes are for this job.
I mean, just think about it for a second. We're talking thousands of pounds of material, zipping through tight spaces, often right next to people, and really expensive stuff. When things go wrong, they go wrong fast. Proper training is the only thing that stands between a normal day and a total disaster. And that training, it all starts with a certified instructor.
So what does this role actually look like day to day? And let's clear up the biggest point of confusion right away: how OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, fits into all this.
At its core, this is you. You become the designated qualified person. You're not just showing someone how to drive. You're the one who trains them, officially evaluates their skills, and puts your stamp on it, certifying that they are competent and safe. And believe me, your day is going to be about a lot more than just driving. You're a teacher breaking down the theory behind the rules. You're a hands-on coach out in the warehouse. And yep, you're also an auditor, handling the critical paperwork that proves your company is doing things by the book. It's a role that really uses a bunch of different skills.
Okay, here it is, the million-dollar question, the one that causes all the confusion out there. Does OSHA, the actual federal agency, hand out official, laminated forklift instructor cards?
And the answer is a simple, direct, and for a lot of people, surprising no. OSHA does not directly certify or license forklift instructors. This is probably the biggest myth in the industry, so let's look at what the rules actually say.
And here it is, straight from the source. The key words to pay attention to are knowledge, training, and experience. The regulation doesn't say anything about a government test or a federal license. It puts the responsibilities somewhere else.
So, here's what that means in the real world. The buck stops with the employer. They are the ones who have to designate a trainer who can prove they have the right mix of knowledge and experience. And that's where your Train the Trainer certificate comes in. It's the official proof of your qualifications.
Okay, so if you're going to become that qualified person, what exactly will you need to master? Let's break down the core curriculum you'll learn, and pretty soon you'll be teaching.
Your teaching is going to go way beyond the basics of driving. You'll cover the physics of the stability triangle, how to actually read and understand capacity plates, and the life or death rules for pedestrian safety. This is the expert level stuff that prevents accidents before they even have a chance to happen.
Now, evaluation is a skill all on its own. It's not just about watching someone drive around for a bit. You'll learn how to use objective, standardized checklists. This way, it's not about your opinion. It's about systematically spotting common mistakes, like turning with the load raised too high, and documenting that an operator has met a clear safety standard. And listen, never ever underestimate the power of paperwork. In the eyes of regulators, and especially in legal situations, if it wasn't documented, it didn't happen. Your careful records of every training session and evaluation are what protect you and your employer. It's your key defense.
Okay, you get the role, you know what you'll need to learn. Now for the practical part. How do you actually get there? Here's your step-by-step roadmap.
So your first big decision is the training format. Online courses give you incredible flexibility and are usually cheaper. In-person training, on the other hand, gives you that direct hands-on guidance from an expert. A lot of people find that a mix of both works best, but it's really about what fits your learning style and your company's situation.
Here's a quick look at the practical differences when it comes to time and money. As you can see, online courses give you speed and are easier on the wallet, often done in just a few hours. In-person training is more of an investment but gives you that valuable hands-on time. This should help you figure out which path makes the most sense for you.
So, when you boil it all down, it's really just 4 clear steps. It starts with the experience you already have, that's step 1.
Then you formalize all that knowledge with a Train the Trainer course. You master the evaluation process. And finally, you get that official sign-off from your employer. See? It's a clear, manageable path. Let's finish up by looking beyond just the certificate itself. Let's talk about the real-world impact you're going to have as a safety leader in your workplace.
Having an instructor in-house is a huge game changer for any company. You can get new hires on the floor faster and safer, which helps productivity. You can immediately retrain an operator after a near miss, preventing a real accident instead of waiting for some outside consultant. It all adds up to way lower costs and, most importantly, a much stronger safety culture.
And remember, this is not a one-and-done kind of thing. You're stepping into an ongoing leadership role. You'll be the one handling the mandatory 3-year reevaluations, the critical retraining after an incident, and keeping the whole team up to speed on any new rules. You become the anchor for safety.
Because ultimately, becoming a certified forklift instructor is about so much more than just compliance. It's about taking all your hard-earned experience and using it to protect your coworkers, slash the risks, and build a safer, more efficient workplace, one certified operator at a time.